Hello everyone, Dr. Weird28 here. In today's tutorial, I wanted to go over what exactly is Scav Karma in Escape from Tarkov, and what are the benefits and how do you adjust it. Scav Karma is a measurement in the game of basically how good a Scav you are. Good is kind of a very vague term overall, but we have some ideas of the things that you can do to improve your standing with Fence, who is the one who kind of measures overall what your Scav Karma is and then doles out the impact of it. Basically, the benefits of what you want your Scav Karma to be and where you find it is your Fence rep. So right here on mine, you see 1.36. Right here is a quicker way to look. It can go as high as above 6, and then I've heard of numbers as low as negative 60 before. So you really want to monitor that, and depending on your play style, it can be really beneficial to have it higher. So what are the benefits of having a good Scav Karma? One, Fence's items are cheaper. So you can buy a VPO. So you can see a few different ones. This Vepr Hunter that are priced 52,000, 57,000, 59,000. Depending on the quality, if it's better quality, typically it's going to be more expensive. If it's worse quality, it's going to be cheaper. But between two people who have really good or really bad Scav Karma, it's going to be cheaper for those with good Scav Karma. Now, potentially, if you sell items to Fence as well, you might make a little bit more money, but honestly, that's a small benefit. If you have over 6 Scav Karma, you actually get selected to a special store that Fence has. So see right here where this little crown is? If you were to click that, you'd see higher tier items that are not visible at the regular Fence store. It might be Magnum Buck ammo, which is cheaper that you can get from Jaeger. It might be a fully kitted out gun, good armor. You got to be pretty quick there to grab it. I got to tell you, almost every wipe I've had over 6 Scav Karma at some point, and I almost never do any shopping there myself. But that's just me. A better benefit is the better Scav you are, you get a faster Scav timer. So with that, you can get into raids faster as a Scav if you're wanting to make money as far as one of your goals. On the flip side of that, if you're a bad Scav, your Scav timer gets longer. Like you might be waiting over an hour between Scavs. Also adjusting your Scav cooldown timer is the level of your intel center, if you have one at all. So max that out if you're able to, and you'll get a faster Scav cooldown. Potentially, I've heard some people say you start with better or worse gear. I don't know how true that is. I've heard of people who have good Scav Karma spawning in with absolutely nothing, and then bad ones who spawn in with good kits. I don't know that there's any objective way to measure that, but to me, that's not enough of an indicator to be a good Scav, but it's something to consider. As a Scav with better Scav Karma, you have more extracts. You might have like 4 or 5 extracts as a Scav compared to someone who's a bad Scav only having 1. You might have, for the car extract, cheaper extracts. So if you're going to take the car VX at Scav Town on Woods, it might cost you just like 2,500 to extract, compared to someone who's a bad Scav, it might cost them over 10,000. Probably one of the cooler things about being a good Scav is you can actually sometimes give commands to AI Scavs and they'll follow you. They can even like help protect you and shoot enemies as well. So say you're in interchange and you run into a Scav there and you want a little protection, you just ask them to follow along, and there's a chance that they actually will follow. The really cool thing is if you have max scav karma, there's a good chance that the bosses will be friendly to you. So you can hang out with Gluhar on reserve. Last wipe, it was really cool. They had scavs on labs, and if you had and with 100% spawn of Gluhar, so you could hang out right next to him as he kills the other scavs and PMCs around you potentially. Now, if you were a bad scav, it's more likely the bosses will probably attack you and aggro on you. Whether or not that's true or what distance, I cannot say exactly, but the benefits outweigh the risks as far as trying to become a good scav and maxing that scav karma. So how do you max the scav karma is the next question. One easy one is run a scav. Every time you do a scav, you're raising your scav karma a little bit, so it has a cumulative effect. Run car extracts as your PMC, or do scav and PMC extracts together. Now, those have diminishing returns, so after a few on each map, you see a depreciation of how much improvement in scav karma you do. So you want to do it at least 3 times, in my opinion, on each map if you're able to help boost that scav karma. You can also protect bosses from PMCs or scavs who've been trying to kill them. So say you see a scav and they're taking shots at Gluhar and haven't killed him yet. Well, if you were to go kill that scav, you actually would get a scav karma bonus. If you don't kill other scavs, then that also helps. It doesn't hurt your scav karma. If you kill scavs that you know are evil, so for example, say they actually shoot you and hit you, they have to actually hit you, or they've killed another scav, then if you kill them, you actually get a boost in your scav karma. And if you kill PMCs, it has to be that they've actually killed a scav first for it to actually make a difference. Now, fence quests are something else that can give you good scav karma. So you can see fence in the last wipe or so has started giving quests. My scav fence quest is to extract shoreline twice in 24 hours. We'll accept that. You can see plus 0.01 defense. So that would be doable in 24 hours. I'm not going to do it. I don't typically scav shoreline, and I only have an hour left to do it anyway, so I'm not going to bother. But the rep can be useful. Now, if you have one that says kill 5 PMCs in 24 hours as a scav, probably not going to be worth it because you're likely to die, and it'll take you lots of scavs to actually get that done for your 0.01 compared to if you just do regular non-combative scavs. In that same time sequence, you would get a lot more of a bonus than the additional 0.01 that's there. Those are pretty much the ways that you can improve your fence rep or your scav karma. What you can do to hurt it, and what you want to be careful about, is killing bosses as a scav, killing other scavs unless you know for sure that they are evil scavs or they've actually shot and hit you. Killing Santa also will significantly drop your scav karma. Now, whether or not you want to play as that shoot on sight type of scav, that's up to you. Another downside of having bad scav karma is not only do you have the longer scav cooldown timer, but when you spawn in, it's more likely that you're going to be shoot on sight, meaning like as soon as AI scavs see you, they're going to start shooting you. It can be good practice for you potentially to work on your PvE and PvP if you're killing other player scavs or PMCs. However, because of how long the cooldown timer becomes, whether or not it's worth it is up to you. Now, if you, let's say you do have over 6 scav karma and you do end up killing a friendly scav, automatically it's going to shoot you down, I believe, minus 0.15 scav karma from 6. Or it's something similar to that, if not those exact numbers. So even if you're like 7 scav karma, you're going to drop down to 5 point something, 5.85, I think. So you'll have to work your way back up to boost it. Now, it's up to you how you want to play your scav, but at least hopefully you understand what scav karma is and the benefits of having good scav karma, and the risks or downsides of having bad scav karma. If you guys have any other questions about your scavs, feel free to leave a question, comment. Same thing with any questions about Escape from Tarkov overall. Be sure to like and subscribe to the video, and check me out on Twitch, Dr. Weird 28. Until next time, keep it weird.